I went, got my journal. Does need to go in that book or it needs to go to God? Like, I'm in my silent era. How? I am legit terrified of animals. So please, somebody explain to me. Please, somebody explain to me how I'm gonna live with a dog. So I am official. I got my library card. My library card expired like 2021, and really when I had it, it's not like I was using it, but you know, we're doing new things, okay? So yeah, went and got it. So I'm in business. You know, I wish everything was like such an easy process, like how getting your library card is such an easy process. So yeah. Okay, so I really didn't mean to like hit record, but you know, here we are. The guy next to me is having a good old time. I want to record him so bad, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so, but yeah, he is having a time. So yeah, now I'm gonna head. Where am I going now? I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat. I don't know why I've been doing this to myself. It's now 11:44. So I went, got my journal. And really, I got the journal. So this was not the intent of like when I turned the camera on, but here we are. I got the journal, one, because I need to put my thoughts there. My thoughts need to go in that book or it needs to go to God. Like, I'm in my silent era. Now, I'm a Scorpio, so I don't really talk that much about, as much as I tell like certain people, like I promise you, I still don't give all the details, right? But I still want to cut back on certain things. Like when I first, like if something happens and I initially get like, you know, my emotions and I have like something to say, instead of reaching for the phone, pray about it or write it down. I don't want to share. Like there is a lot of stuff that I want to do this year and I just don't want to share it. And that is no offense to anybody, because really I'm not taking offense if no one shares anything with me like in the moment. I'm really not. Like I just feel like 2025 is a year to really mind, like watch your words. And it's not just this year, it's just in general. And but I feel like for me on a personal, you know, personal level, I just want to keep a lot of stuff to myself. And by to myself I mean still get my thoughts out, write it down, and also pray about it. I want to be more of that. Like I told my mother and my daughter that I was going to do a vow of silence, and they really don't believe me. But I just, last year I said my motto was going to be STFU. And I don't really feel like I held on to that, because I feel like I wanted everybody to just do that, because I just feel like everybody just like so many different opinions and this podcast here and this there. It's just a lot of information. It's just too much. And I felt like that last year, and I feel like that even more this year with all the stuff that's going on, like that's going on right now. Just say that. It's just, I kind of want to kill the noise. But if I want to do content, I also have to show up, right? So I think I'm just going to choose where it is that I want to show up. And I'm going to show up on YouTube. But other than that, I really don't want to share my thoughts. Not that I really share them like that on, you know, social media, but here and there. I don't want to share my thoughts like that anymore. And most importantly, I don't want to hear anybody else. Like I need a moment of silence. I don't want to hear, it's too much. It is actually too much for me right now. So I'm not going to ramble on. I'll just say right now, I did what it is that I need to do. I saw on TikTok, thankfully it's back, so I got another info where I can use my library card and I can there's some app work and whatever. I want to kind of disconnect a little bit still be connected, but kind of pull back a little bit more than usual. Um, yeah, and that's one of them. I need to really be in real time. Because to be honest, real quick, TikTok went away, and as much as I didn't want it to go away, I found myself, and I think we kind of all did, people that, that's on the app, like still reaching for it and still going to press the button. It's like, I'm not an addict. Like, I'm not an addict when it comes to like social media. So it's like, I need to be a little bit more connected with real life, because there is stuff that needs to be done. And unless I'm making some type of money on TikTok, unless I'm doing this with like, not saying I can't be on there for just like social, just to socialize and whatever, but the position that I'm in right now, it doesn't call for that. Like, there's things that need to be done to set, especially given what's going on. I need to get on the money, right? I need to get things together, and being on there is just not working for me. So I got my journal, like I said, so I can start to really get back to self. Get back to myself, figure out what are we doing, because things are going to get done in this year. And I don't want no advice really from like any. It's between me and God. That's it. I feel like this year people are just going to find out what's going on with me when I'm done. If you want to find me, here's where you're going to find me. And that's it. And I'm still going to be strategic in the way in which I deliver that message, because there's just certain things that I know within myself and that I've dealt with, that I'm just not dealing with them this like going forward. I'm just not. So it's time to zip it. It's time to zip it, and it's time to just do what it is that you got to do. And that's it. So I've already rambled now for about 5 minutes. So I'm about to head home because I need to eat. It's almost 12 o'clock, and all I have was a cup of tea. So I'm a bit, hungry. So I will talk to you guys in a little while, or maybe, I don't know. I wasn't really planning on doing a vlog. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, how I chop this video up or whatever, what I'm gonna do. So I will catch you guys later, I guess. So of course it's days later. The last time I checked in with y'all, I was, at the library, or leaving the library from getting my library card, doing new things and such. And I also went to TJ Maxx and picked up my journal, and I didn't show you guys. So this is the journal that I got. Isn't she pretty? It says from the heart, because everything that's going to go in here is going to come from the heart, right? Now, have I put anything in here as yet? No, I have not. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. And you're probably like, okay, we'll put that in the book. No, I'm stressed because like, I'm legit stressed. We're getting a puppy on Sunday. And if you know me, you're probably like, Shauna, you're getting a what? How? I am legit terrified of animals. So please, somebody explain to me. Please, somebody explain to me how I'm going to live with a dog. How is a dog owner? Well, I'm really not the dog owner. I guess I'll be the grandma. How am I supposed to do this? And listen, y'all already know. It's Marley's dog. But really, I'm the one that's going to be taking care of the dog for the most part. Let's be for real. It's going to be me. And I'm just trying to wrap my mind around the fact, like, how is that happening? How is that happening? So I'm not really sure where this came from with me. I can think of one incident, because it's not like I had dogs like at my house, like in Jamaica growing up. And no, not your stray dogs. Actually, like in, the house. Well, I had one that was in the house and he ran away, a poodle. And then, just like, but the dogs belong to us, on the property, whatever, that type of thing. Not like, how you see people take care of their dogs here or whatever. Especially back then, it was not like that. But, so it's not like I haven't been around, but something happened I don't want to say it on here because I had to do my research again as to why it is that that happened. But something happened, and I think that's the reason why I'm like why that traumatized me. And so right now, like I have a fear. Like if that puppy comes, I'm probably gonna like jump and just. But I'm hoping that I could get past it because I really do want to get past it. Everybody seems to think that I am gonna get past, and I have to because I've already agreed to this. And to be quite honest, like the true glam mom that I am, I really was having like the time of my life on Amazon. Like, oh my God, this is cute. Doing my research, because she's gonna have the best of the best. If this food is gonna be the healthiest version, then she's gonna have the healthiest version, right? Right. So she's gonna be in good hands. It's just that we gotta prepare all minds and hearts and spirit. Oh my God, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm so stressed. If you know me, trust me. Like the fear is real. Like it really is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. But I'm gonna do this, and I really do feel like, especially getting her as a baby and knowing what I'm gonna have to do in order to get her on a schedule. I feel like we're about to do this together because I also need to get on a schedule and get on a routine. So I feel like she's coming at the right time. And guess who named her? Like I'm doing a whole lot for somebody that's scared. But see, I could do all these things because I'm not really dealing with her yet. This is just me, just, doing what I do. I love to find cute things and do my research and, whatever. That's me. Now, having her in the house is a different story. But her name is Roxy Nova. She is a Kava Multipoo. And she is so cute. She's so cute. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also terrified. I do have some things coming in today from Amazon today and tomorrow because we're gonna get her on Sunday. And let's talk about the fees. See, I already put this out there to everybody around that's like, oh no, get Marley a dog because really this is Marley's dog, right? Marley has been wanting an animal since forever and ever. Like to tell you how serious she was, and I'm probably gonna sound like a bad mom. But I will never forget the time that Marley made a PowerPoint, like, because, my girl is a smart one. But anyway, she made a whole PowerPoint, did her research, all of that, bullet points, da 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 da, presentation and all. We did it FaceTime because she was with her father at the time. She was real young, still have it too. And she presented because she wanted a hamster. She always wanted a dog, but starts to switch like, okay, well, can I get this? Can I get this? If I can't get this, can I get this one? She did a presentation and I still, at that time, I was like, we are not having no rodents in my house. I would still say no to that one right now till this day. But, I it's like I feel bad because I don't want my fear to like prevent her from, experiencing certain things too. So I'm trying to get better, and I know she wanted the dog for Christmas, and Marley was like, listen, y'all don't have to get me anything. If I just get the dog, I'm going to be okay with that. And I'm like, she was kind of wearing me down a little bit, but like I said, I don't want my fear to like, prevent her. And then I think it's at the point too where she's like, well, clearly I'm not getting a sibling. So can I at least get the dog? And now that she's getting a dog, it's like, I'm like, if I do have another child, I'm going to tell that child, like, your sister don't really care because now she got the dog. She don't really care about you. Like, all right, at this point, if you don't want to have another one, it's like, okay, whatever. I got my dog. But it worked out perfect as far as her and getting this dog. When I tell y'all, the girl that lives upstairs, she works every single nerve that I have. Like, how can one person be so inconsiderate? And I've been really hesitating from reporting her. And that was nothing. I'm not even sure if you guys could hear it. But she's like, okay, I'm not going to touch on it because I'm going to get annoyed. And we're talking about Roxy Nova right now. We're in good spirits, okay? So we're not going to be irritated because she really high key pissed me off last night. And I'm talking about close to midnight pissed me off. But anyway, so it worked out perfectly for her to get the dog because, Marley had me signed up with every single company. I can't think of like the right word to say right now. And everyone calling me, are you still interested in this dog? And the paperwork was just like, oh my God, I can't go there and convince these people while I haven't even gotten over my fear yet of the dog to yeah, we're a good fit. They're gonna take one look at me and be like, this lady is terrified. So I don't know about this route. So it worked out, as God would have it. It worked out perfectly because this was on Christmas Day. Me and Marley, actually, we were literally just talking about it that morning, right? Like the dog conversation came back up again. And I'm like, because at first I'm like, girl, I can't afford to do that right now. Okay. Having a dog is like having another child. It's going to cost, right? And I already know like living here, it's going to cost money, your fees and whatnot for your building. Like there's just stuff that you have to consider. And that is just not an area so I already made that clear with everybody. Listen, what are we going to? Okay, y'all want, okay, we'll keep Marley a dog. I hope everybody, like I could call on each and every person when that time comes around to really like financially take care of this dog. Okay. So, one of my girlfriends, Kadisha, she, messaged me on Christmas Day because I know that, she was also trying to get a puppy for one of her sons, her youngest son. So she sent me a picture like later on that day, like on Christmas. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was like, we were just having a conversation like that. The puppy talk, the dog conversation came back up again with me and Marley. So she's like, oh, let me find out, from the lady. She told me how much she was paying for it, da 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 da. So I was like, oh, that's good, So show the dog to Marley. And then she ended up finding out whether or not the owner of the dogs found out, that there's more and more is available. And, we had the whole conversation back and forth and mentioned it to Marley. And I'm like, at that point, she wanted to take her Christmas money to get the puppy because she did end up getting money for, just in case. So I'm like, all right. And it was even the cost was like, wow, that's like unheard of. Right. So I'm like, all right, start to consider it. I'm like, okay, fine. While we're communicating, it went from the amount that it was to being, we're just going to give you the puppy. What? So I was like, oh my God, is this really happening? Is this really happening? So it's definitely a blessing that didn't cost a thing. And yeah, that kind of sums that up. So, we just had to wait, wait the proper time for when the puppies were at the right age to be, to come to our home. The whole process is, although I'm not so big of being like, like this animal lover and da 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 da, I have a heart. And the thought of it is like, oh my gosh, and then hearing like, be prepared because she's going to cry. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I got, I forgot like the actual name of it, but it's like a snuggle pup or something like that. It's supposed to kind of help in that transition phase where it has like the heartbeat. You do have some, I guess like like the original ones, you do have like a heating pack to put like, I guess in the stuffed animal. So it'll, be warm and then also have the heartbeat to kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically imitate like the mother or whoever, just so they can feel comfy. So I did get one of those. So when we go and pick her up, I'm going to have that, already have her bedding and everything set. And, it's going to be very pink in here because why not? What did you expect? So it's just going to be a lot of training. And I'm gonna get over the fact that I'm a little scared. I think I'll be fine. Actually, I have to be fine because I'm gonna be the one that's gonna have to take care of her, and I am gonna take care of her. I'm scared a little, but I know I'm gonna take care of her, and I'm gonna take care of her really, really well. That's the part. But so yeah, that's the story. So when I go downstairs and I get the stuff, I'm gonna show you guys what I got for her. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. So anyway, I rambled on enough, and I'm gonna pop back in when I get the stuff from downstairs. I'm gonna check again. I've been like stalking Amazon just to see. I'm acting like these things are for me. But anyway, I'll be back. Guess who's back already? So I'm gonna go downstairs and go and pick up my items. Like that did not take long. As soon as I hit like the stop button, I went and checked my phone, and yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, wrong one. Wrong way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes, right? Let me make sure that's right. So I'm not injured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes. We're gonna go downstairs and pick them up. So let's go.